Good afternoon to my respective examiners, Mr. Rasli and Dr. Marini. My name is Ganesan Alawai, matrix number 63152. I am under the supervision of Dr. Shirley Jonathan Tanjong. Today, I'm going to present my final year project 2 entitled Machine Learning Based Technique to Predict Energy Consumption in Additive Manufacturing. So this is the presentation outline divided into 8 parts. First, introduction. Next, research background. Problem statement, research questions, research aim and objectives, methodology, result and findings, and the last one is conclusion and recommendation. Additive manufacturing is basically alternate name or industrial name for 3D printing. Next, machine learning is also defined as a process of collecting and training data that allows the computer to learn. Machine learning also machine learning work also involved in finding statistical irregularities or other patterns in the data. So this is my research background that I refer for this project. So there is a few past studies on machine learning and energy consumption in additive manufacturing. First one is Altubi 2018 summarized the machine learning from theory to algorithms and its application in manufacturing. Second, a study done by SNEC 2019 reviewed the evaluation of usage of additive manufacturing in industry. Third, a study conducted by West 2016 review on the machine learning in manufacturing with its application and challenge and advantages. And the last one is a review paper by Keen, research on the advanced data analytic for energy consumption in additive manufacturing system using machine learning approach. So to summarize, this project is submitted studies on energy consumption in additive manufacturing application. So this is a few problem statements addressing this project. The first one is to estimate or predict energy consumption of additive manufacturing process. Next, if the energy consumption of a part can be modeled, then product engineers can optimize design that also considers the energy aspect of the design. So there is 3 research questions established in this project. First one is what are current techniques used for modeling or predicting energy consumption in additive manufacturing. Second, what are the parameters involved in additive manufacturing process, and are there any statistical relationships among these parameters? And the last one is what machine learning techniques can be used to predict energy consumption in an additive manufacturing process. So the aim of this project is to investigate the machine learning based technique for prediction of energy consumption in additive manufacturing. Therefore, there are 4 objectives were outlined. First, to identify parameters involved in additive manufacturing process and to understand the statistical relationships among these parameters. Second, to identify current techniques used for modeling or predicting energy consumption in additive manufacturing. Third, to apply machine learning based techniques that can be used to predict energy consumption in additive manufacturing process. And the last one is to compare prediction performance among the applied machine learning techniques. So the significance of the project is to allow other people to use and apply the appropriate machine learning based techniques for estimating energy consumption in additive manufacturing applications. And the scope of work is mainly on statistical analysis and prediction work using the MATLAB, and it also considered as experimental data collected from Creality and the 3V2 FDM printer. So figure 1 illustrates the flowchart of my entire final project. This is my Gantt chart or progress of study for my final year projects, both in semester 1 and semester 2. So in this section, I only focus into one machine learning techniques, which is supervised machine learning. In supervised machine learning, it will be specified into linear classifiers with involving support vector machines and regressions. So the overview of supervised machine learning techniques. So supervised machine learning basically involve the training data take into form of X and Y pairs to produce predictions. Next, it generally synthesizes the predictions via a learned mapping FX, which produces an output or target of Y for each input of X. So the other example including decision tree, decision forest, Bayesian classifier, and kernel machines instead of uh, supervised machines and regressions. So this is the overview of studied FDM system. So figure 2 illustrates the Creality N3V2 FDM printer which is used in this project. So why I'm choosing this printer is because it looks similar to the schematic diagram of the FDM process in figure 3. So this is my experimental procedure for this project. So figure 4 illustrates summarized methodology. So in this experimental procedure, it will be divided into 3 phases. First one is data acquisitions, second training, and the last one is testing implementations. So figure B illustrates the training mechanism of the machine learning. So the input data or X is design relevant data, while the target data or output Y is energy consumption data. So for data and data analysis, there is 4 main software to be utilized. The first one is MATLAB, second is SPSS, third is Autodesk NetFab, and the last one is Microsoft Word and Excel. So this is the example or the chosen 3D model which is namely design 1. So this figure showing the Autodesk NetFab interface where I collect the 3D model data, and the left side is showing the example of the data provided by Autodesk NetFab. So this is the dataset description. So in the dataset used for this machine learning work, in the dataset divided into 2 parts, which is part design and process planning. Part design is mainly determined by the designer, while process planning will be determined by the operator. So this is the summarize of process parameter used in this project. So there is at most 6 parameters used in this applied on the FDM printer. So this section is showing the descriptive statistic for the design 1 datasets. So table 3 enlisted the part design, while table 4 is enlisted the value of statistic for process planning. So table 5 enlisted the summarized average predict energy consumption for design 1. So as we can see that super vector machines predict the energy consumptions with the average value of 0.1577, while Gaussian process predict at 0.162. So to compare, I compute the average percentage difference by comparing the predicted value and experimental value. So supervisor machine at 0.38%, while Gaussian process at negative 0.57%. So figure 6 illustrates the bar chart of the experiment. So the plotted value here is energy consumptions against the observation points. So table 6 summarizes the average error percentage, difference, and accuracy. So as we can see, what I can conclude from this table is that supervised machine learning, support vector machines has error at 2.36%, while Gaussian process regression at negative 0.26%. While the accuracy for both machine learning is for SVM at 95.14%, while Gaussian process is 98.17%. So this is the plotted graph of the average prediction accuracy of the regression learner. So the lowest accuracy is indicated by supervised machine at observation point 5. So the highest point is indicated at observation point number 1, indicated by Gaussian process regressions. So to summarize, Gaussian process regression has a slightly better accuracy compared to SVM. So this is a complete printed part on 24 April 2021. So the total print time is at 44.56 hours with the total energy consumption at 3.31 kilowatt hour. As you can see here, this is the what I am holding with is one of the example printed part. Figure 8 shows the evaluation indicator of support vector machines and Gaussian process regressions. So in this left side here, it shows the root mean square error plot for both models. So root mean square error means a good measurement of accuracy, but only to compare the prediction errors between different model, not the variables. So the highest and the lowest RMSE value is indicated by Gaussian process regressions, as highlighted in these red rectangles. So next, in this right side here is the R-square value plot for both models. So R-square is mean how close is the data fitted into the regression line. And in general, the higher the R-square value, the better the model fit into the data. So this is the importance of features in the data set. So table 7 enlisted the weightage value for all features. So part design contribute about 57.8%, while process planning contribute about 44.2%. So this means that how this value is indicate how much it's related to the energy consumption data. So figure 9 illustrates the clustered bar chart for the plotted value, for all the value in table 7. So I apply the same technique to predict energy consumption for another design. So figure 10 shows the example of printable 3D model part. So this is the machine learning interface in MATLAB. So figure 11 summarizes the supervised machine learning procedure using regressions in the MATLAB. So the output or target data expected from the machine learning is highlighted here in these figures. So the finalized result is summarized here. So table 8 show the tabulated value of summarized predicted energy consumptions between the design. So as I can see that design 2 has much more energy consumption compared to design 1, with the percentage difference of energy consumptions at 12.7%. So the factor behind this value is that first, the geometrical shape of this design 2 is much more bigger than design 1. Second, the complexity of design 2 is more complex than design 1. And the last one is the print time. So print time of design 2 is much longer than design 1. To conclude this research project, the achievement of these research objectives were outlined as below. First, the parameters involved in additive manufacturing process and the statistical relationships among these parameters were identified. Second, the current techniques used for modeling or predicting energy consumption in additive manufacturing were reviewed. Third, machine learning based techniques were applied to predict energy consumption in additive manufacturing process. And the last one is the prediction performance among the selected or applied machine learning techniques were compared. Thus, the aim of this study, which is to investigate the machine learning based technique to predict energy consumption in additive manufacturing, has been achieved. So the recommendation and limitation for this project is first apply another machine learning techniques other than regressions, such as decision tree, neural network, and etc. Second, use reliable instruments such as data logger is suggested to capture the energy data for the studied evidence system or any alternative hardware that capable to perform the same functions. Third, use different design of printing sample, much simple, and vary the process parameter for clear comparisons. And the last one is increase the number of measurements as machine learning techniques work best with large data. However, uh, this will require longer time for data collections and resulting in higher costs. That's all from me. Thank you.